What's up, guys? Average Kiwi Guy here. How y'all doing? So, as you can see, I'm very excited for the new Star Wars movie that's coming out. This is starting my Kylo Ren sort of outfit that I'm going with for the opening that I'm gonna do. Um, and we're getting some TV spots now, which is awesome. I know they're not very long, but I want to see. I want to see like little bits, and this one's like near a minute. So for me, who absolutely loves Star Wars, I need to see it. So let's check it out, shall we? Three, two, one, go. Ah, Luke on the Falcon. That's awesome.
That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Bum, bum.
Darkness rises.
Oh,
And
that's
light
cool.
to meet it.
I need someone
I'm not the
to
dish.
show me my place in all this.
Come on!
The fucking thing.
This is not
Been in
going
one of
to
those
go
speeders. Cool.
the way you think.
Ah. Bit of a trial going on. Nice. So, like I said, it's a bit short. It's a TV spot, but it had some cool scenes. It had some cool little blips and bits of scenes in here and there, and stuff that is really cool. That I kind of want to get into and have a look at. And we're gonna do more of this as it comes up to the actual movie release. We might do like a preview thing where we kind of look at all the trailers and pick apart like what we think might be coming up in the movie and stuff. But this stuff, this is the movie of the year for me. So this always gets me excited. So we'll check it out and we'll have a look at what we're dealing with here. So first up, obviously Luke in the Millennium Falcon. That is that's some cool stuff right there. That's it all lit up and him kind of probably reminiscing a little bit. Sort of thinking. Back in the old days, Han, obviously he would have heard about Han or felt Han being killed and things like that. So I think that's going to be quite a cool moment in the movie. I really do. I think it's going to be a really cool moment, and I'm quite looking forward to that one. The lights look a lot brighter for some reason in this. Obviously they're newer, but yeah, it looks good. I'm glad that they're doing the whole Luke going back and having a look. I think that would be quite a cool scene. And then obviously we get some some replays of scenes that we've seen in the previous trailers. Obviously with the walkers and things like that. The ones that we've seen for a bit. Cool looking, bits of his. I'm glad Kylo got his lightsaber back. Like I know, because I'm pretty sure it got destroyed in the first one. Just from when I've watched the thing, I'm pretty sure it got like completely shredded by Rey's lightsaber. So maybe he's recreated it, or this was parts that they found with it, and he's sort of rebuilt it. But I'm glad they're keeping the hilts and like the cross beams and stuff like that. I think it just adds some cool parts to to Star Wars and stuff. And I would love to, me personally, I would love to see Rey with a double-bladed lightsaber. I'd absolutely love to see Rey with a double-bladed. Because especially when she's fighting with her staff in Force Awakens, it kind of sits up to that, and I would have loved to have seen her use something that's not Luke's old lightsaber. I know it's Rey's now, but I would have liked to have seen her have her own and like have the double blade. I think that would have been really cool. But I'm still keen to see like how she as she trains, how good does she get, sort of thing. Then probably the next like awesome scene here, just the throne room scene for Snoke. And I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed that Snoke got shown like as his actual person, and some people were shocked that he wasn't a giant being, And I got to admit, when I first watched Force Awakens, when I first saw him like that, I'm like, why is he so massive? This won't make sense. How are they supposed to? And I'm like, wait, it's a hologram, and he's doing this on purpose to make himself look more grander, that sort of thing. So I get that, But, I don't mind Snoke being shown because we're not seeing anything. And a lot of the stuff is, it's been cut a certain way that we're thinking that it's going this way, but it will actually go the other way. So I don't mind them throwing these little tidbits here and there. It just gets me more excited for the movie. And I don't feel like I'm getting spoiled too much. It's just, little bits of just cool, like, this is just a cool set. This is a cool set, a cool look. And to see the First Order sort of Imperial throne room, essentially, this is very cool. Then we got these sort of Imperial-like bodyguards here, very similar to what the Emperor had. Very, very similar. And, you see this, obviously they're bulkier. They got the shoulder pads and stuff. They've buffed them out a little bit more. I would have loved to have seen the Knights of Ren here. That would have been cool. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to say, I don't think these are the Knights of Ren, but that's the one thing we have not seen in this entire, the build up to this movie is we have not seen the Knights of Ren at all. We have not seen them. We saw them a brief moment in Force Awakens, but that's really it. So I'm hoping they do show up in this one. That's going to be the big thing. So interesting to see that they have those Imperial Guard, like, they're not the same, but they're copying them. They're copying the Emperor. And I mean, that's them playing into, the First Order is the reborn Empire. That's the entire thing that they're going with here. And I think that's what Snoke's using that to his advantage. These guys, they all want the Empire to come back. That's, the big, giant Empire fanboys. That's what the, entire systems want the Empire back. So Snoke's using that to his advantage. So I don't think he's like a clone of Sidious. I don't think he's a clone of Sidious or Palpatine or whoever you want to call him. I would put my money on that it's Plagueis. I really would. I would like it to be Plagueis, and then it would kind of go in a full circle. It's, depending on who Rey turns out to be. This is where it could go either way. Where depending on who Rey becomes, will depend on, I think, if the Plagueis stuff makes sense, that it'll be a circle thing where Plagueis, if they're gonna do this, I'm saying that Plagueis created Anakin, because he can manipulate midichlorians. Plagueis creates Anakin, then obviously Anakin grows up, Darth Vader creates the Skywalker line, and now Rey, depending on who she is, Rey becomes that final product of that Skywalker line, that person that he always meant to have, that perfect Force user, or the person that will do whatever he wanted initially, probably Anakin to be. So I don't know, but I would love it to be Plagueis. I would. If they go with the whole clone of the Emperor thing, I mean, it won't be bad. I think, Sidious and Palpatine, Sidious, Palpatine, obviously the same person, they've had their time. Let's bring in someone different here. Let's, start up a new, big bad guy, sort of thing. So hopefully we'll see. Well, obviously we'll find out. I'm still sticking to the fact that we're only going to get one big unveil in this movie. Either who Rey is or who Snoke is. One of the two. I don't think we're going to get both, but because they want to save another big one for the last movie, obviously, of this trilogy. So I do think we're only going to get one here. So this is cool. I love this. I love this shot. I love this entire thing. I love the Empire stuff. Always looks awesome. I always love the Empire stuff. So that's cool. Huck's obviously there as well. Then obviously the Rey training sessions, and they're talking about the lights. The darkness has risen, and now the light has come up to match it, which is me thinking like maybe Snoke is trying to, he knew that if once he came out of hiding and he started building the dark side back up, that the light will come back up to it as well. So maybe that's his plan the entire time, that he wants Rey to step up and become that, the Jedi, the rest of it. Because maybe he's got the same thing where the Force has to be balanced, which means Grey Jedi and all that. A mix of the two. I don't know, but it feels like this is a planned thing that he knew once he started, teaching Ren, teaching all this, and bringing up the dark side, that the light side of the Force will react, and then their champions will rise too. So I don't know if it's just lines or what, but I think it would be cool. I think that would be cool if it was his plan the entire time to have the awakening, and then obviously the light side to come up and match him, and then maybe him hoping, by Rey and Kylo fighting each other, that this perfect Force being, this balanced person who can use both light and dark or something, will come out of it. I don't know, but I think it's going to be interesting to see what his overall plan is. Then obviously we get, the Falcon just can't hang on to his satellite dishes. The satellite dishes are always coming off, and it loses yet another one. The one that got replaced, I think episode 6. It lost it in episode 6. So the one that replaced that one is now being lost too. So the Falcon can't hang on to those to save their lives. Then a couple more scenes that we've seen previously. The Finn fight. This is a big fight that I'm looking forward to. This should have happened in episode 7. This should have happened in episode 7. Straight up. This would have made Phasma actually have something to do in episode 7. Not just walk around and do whatever Kylo wants her to do. This would have actually made her kind of cool. I know we'd lose the whole traitor stormtrooper, but it would have been far cooler to have Phasma and him fight. That would have been cool. So at least we're getting that now. And I love these ATSTs in the background, man. Like, you look at that, those ATSTs look mean. Look far meaner than those than the Empire ones. I mean, they look cool as hell. I think they got extra guns on them and everything. Damn. And then obviously we got the walkers up here too. TIE fighters up the top. Big weapons factory. So obviously, where the First Order is just making all their stuff, or at least one of the places, because the interesting thing is going to be is, are they going to show this First Order Grand Fleet that's out there? And I'm wondering, because in the books, there's books that are out there, Aftermath and all that, and I'm currently reading the second one right now, and I'm a bit behind on that. I wish I read it when it first came out, but they reference these Star Destroyer, like Super Star Destroyers, and these fleets that are all out there, and the Eclipse, which was the Emperor's Super Star Destroyer, that was missing. That was nowhere to be found. So I'm wondering if this is, are we going to see the Eclipse in this movie? I would love to see that, man. I would love to see that. That the First Order kind of use that as its, as its main base. That'd be cool. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is the Eclipse in any way. But I'm wondering if we're going to get to see that. So that's something that I'm kind of hoping for. But that'd be cool. So obviously, Finn's getting more of a... Hopefully he doesn't get his ass kicked constantly this movie. That would be nice. Then obviously, our little furry friend here. Obviously we see that the Falcon is on Crait, which is this, red dust planet, which looks really cool. Maybe... I hope they're not going to try and copy like the Battle of Hoth or anything like that. I think hopefully they'll do their own things here. Obviously they have a lot of walkers, and then they have these sort of scraping speeders that go along too. But it's cool that the Falcon's here. That means either Rey sends Chewie away to go help them, or they meet up at some point. I firmly believed that, these stories were going to run parallel to each other, very similar to Empire Strikes Back, and then come together right at the end, maybe. But obviously, we see that the Falcon does meet up with the rebels, because here you see Finn going. He's on Crait, so if the Falcon's there too, I would imagine that Rey sends Chewie there to help out. So that's pretty cool. I love the look at this planet with the red and stuff. I think it's gonna be an amazing battle to watch. I really do. And then Leia, looking just general like and amazing. It's gonna be real sad. It's gonna be very sad. Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do with her. I believe that they said they shot enough for her to do episode 9. I'm hoping. Some people said like, oh, Kylo's gonna kill her in that shot. It's like, no, there's no way Kylo's gonna shoot his mom. No way. No way in hell. And then just the Falcon blasting out of Crait. That looks awesome. And then this at the end. This, I think, which is Luke on the ground saying, this will not go the way you think. And I think this is Rey saying, I need to go. I need to go help my friends. Basically what Luke said, in Empire Strikes Back. But then I imagine Luke kind of says, all right, let's go. Let's see what you got. Let's see, how good you really are. And imagine Rey kind of gets him. Because they're in this, like, sort of rainy, place. And, she's sort of over the top of him and got him. And, that's pretty cool. Like, it's going to be to see what the conversation is here. That's going to be the big thing. Is this another, Empire Strikes Back, copy sort of thing where Luke's, saying to Yoda, I'll be back. I promise, I got to go help my friends. I see my friends. Maybe she's starting to get Force visions too. I don't know. So that's going to be interesting. But I just realized that we did miss one part here. Tell me where I stand in all this. This scene. And I can't believe we went past it. I'm wondering if this is her talking. I don't think she's talking to Luke. I think she's frustrated with Luke. No one's telling her where she stands. Who is she? I think that's all she wants. Like, I'm connected to all this, but no one's telling me who I am. This could be her talking to like a Force ghost. Maybe. I don't know. Like, it's definitely her around the fire. And like, they set this up like with Kylo putting his hand out and stuff. This is not the same scene. Maybe she is talking to Luke. Maybe she's talking to Luke and, she's just saying to him like, look, I just need someone to tell me like who I am. What am I doing here? What's my purpose here? And I think this is going to be a big scene. I think this is going to be a very big scene right here. Would I love it to be like a Force ghost, maybe like Obi-Wan or something? That'd be kind of cool. I do believe that they will bring in Force ghosts at some point, but this is going to be a big scene right here. Hopefully, where maybe this is the reveal scene. Just maybe. I don't know. But this would be cool. I think it's going to be cool. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I've already got my tickets. I got tickets for like the 4 days after that. So I'm going to be watching this thing a ton. I'll be doing a review straight after the midnight screening. I'll probably still be wearing my Kylo Ren outfit, but it is, it's coming up and I can't wait. I really can't. I love Star Wars. This is my thing. This is my my franchise that I love. So I'm super keen. We will be doing some content leading up to the up to the movie also. Like, I think we might do like a bit of a look at all the trailers, kind of pick apart things and maybe do some predictions, stuff like that. I don't know. I'll think up for something, but it's going to be very good. It's going to be very, very good. I'm psyched. I'm psyched for this. But yeah. All right, guys. That's it for us. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace. Bye.